Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the people all across the world, welcome to the You Want to Be Real podcast. And before I give the introduction or go any further with this podcast, I would appreciate, and the children across the world would appreciate it, if you would please hit that like and subscribe button and comment on the topic you want to hear us talk about or anything we talked about that you might disagree with or agree with. If you want to say, hey, Arula Shaboom, I think you're the smartest man in the fucking world, it would be much obliged. But to get on to the introductions, we got Mac the Magician, we got Chi, you get what you see, we got I don't play no games champion mode, and we have me, a man originally known by Arula Shaboom. And today we got a loaded show, but we're gonna get straight to it, and we're gonna be a little compact. We're not gonna be that long, but we're gonna be long enough to where you guys are entertained, and you guys can have some. You guys will get some substance and something for y'all to talk about, and just ponder a couple of these topics that we got in hand. Starting off with you, Champion Mode, where do you think the state of hip hop is today?
Um, Overall, I think the state of hip hop is in a good state. There's a lot of artists that I actually listen to that are, in my opinion, doing very well. But I will say the mainstream stuff though, it's a no go for me. But some will argue it's a newer generation and all that, and I personally don't even agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree that it changed because it's some younger artists I actually listen to that are saying something. The Corday guy, Corday makes music and he's a young guy. He makes good music. So that's not an argument. That's not a valid argument that it's a younger generation. It's just it's trash. It's trash. It's pure trash, but I get it. That's my opinion on it. So
Max, how about you?
I think the state of hip hop today, I mean, it's the era of the hustle. It's more money in hip hop today than it's ever been. I think it's more people getting in hip hop for the money than for the craft, for the love of the music, for the history of the music. I think they just seeing a way to look, I can go out here and flip this music and make some money. I think it's more diverse than it's ever been. But if you go into the mainstream sound, most traditional hip hop listeners don't like that music. I don't like most of it, to be real with you. But I mean, like I said, you got a J. Cole, you got a Corday, you got a Kendrick. There's artists out here that are traditional hip hop, but then there's so many other genres spinning off of it. So I think money wise, it's in an amazing place. Growth wise, it's in an amazing place. A lot of the content, actually what they talking about on a majority part is in a bad place. But like I said, when you in it for the money, you don't really care about the message.
Chi, how about you?
I agree with Mac. I agree with Champ too. I don't, I don't, I'm with Mac. I don't feel like they're doing it for the crowd. They're doing it for the money. And it's taking away the true meaning of hip hop. There's a couple artists that I listen to. Like, I like Lil Baby, Drake. It's one of the new artists that I listen to right now. Big Extra Plug. I don't know why his music just for some reason I just like listening to his music. Um, but as far as like lyrics and all that, it ain't too many of them out there. So from what hip hop was to what it is now is it's not in a good space to me.
Well, to me, hip hop is a genre of music and rap is a subcategory. And if we're gonna go off that, I think that it's two things I got to say about it. I think number one, we older, and just like when we was young, and the older people was listening to music, and they was like, "I see you shaking your head, Champion Mode. Let me finish, and we can debate that." When we was younger, and the older people was like, "Damn, y'all listening to a bunch of fucking crap." I think it's our turn to be saying that shit to them. I think hip hop is a young man's game. I mean, I can remember Max saying that a long time ago, and it didn't hit me until a couple years ago. Like, this is no longer our fucking music, and we don't
nah.
have to fucking like it. We ain't gotta fucking like it. Go ahead, go ahead.
That's,
Say what you gonna say, Champion Mo.
I could agree with that.
First and foremost, it's not a young man's game. They try to market it as a young man's game, but it's not. It's not. If that's the case, nah, we're not going to put that on hip hop. It's a young man's game.
Why would you say that's not a young man's game?
because it's
You,
marketed
you ain't
as
taking
that.
your old ass to no goddamn concert.
Yeah, I will go to a Nas concert. I will go to
Yeah,
certain
and
concerts.
what era was Nas?
That's irrelevant, bro. That's
That's not
irrelevant. It's not.
irrelevant. They're not
Yeah, it
pushing
is.
Nasir Jones.
I mean, that's kind of proving his point because you're going to an artist from your era. Like, you're not going to the younger artists, the newer artists. That's for the
I go
younger
to a
people.
Kendrick. I go to a Kendrick concert. I go to a Cole concert, and they're not even for the younger era. That's a generation below us, but there's a whole other generation below them. Now, if we go to that, I would go to a Corday concert. I would. So
No, the hell you
that's
would not.
see
I'm
what
gonna
I
be honest
mean.
with you. I
See what
don't
I
even
mean?
know who
That
that is.
response right there. That response. You don't know who Corday is? You
I
said
don't really listen. I don't really listen to rap like that. No
I
more.
know who
Like
Corday is. I know you ain't taking your ass to one.
it's certain artists that I listen to. I'm so serious. I don't listen to a lot of rap
yeah, but
no
everybody
more.
has their this. Listen, there's a whole slew of hip hop artists that I can name right now that y'all probably don't even know, right? And y'all probably could do the same to me. And some of them are young and some of them are older. Hip hop is not necessarily a young man's game. It just depends on what you're rapping about, in my personal opinion. Why is hip hop? And this is a great question. Why is only our genre
Oh, my bad, man, interrupt you. Y'all talking about that bull that got the tennis that got a baby by the baby that played
yeah,
tennis?
yeah,
Oh,
him.
I ain't know his name. My bad, man, interrupt you.
Yeah. So what was I about to say was the rock stars get their just due, the country stars get their every other genre get their just due for their old heads and the ones that paved the way, right? Except for hip hop. Hip hop does the total opposite and disrespects all the old heads who paved the way. The statement that you just made, Space, with the it's a young man sport, that's because it's marketed that way and everybody adopts that mentality about it. I don't agree that it's a young man's sport. I feel that the powers that be marketed that way because they want the younger ones who talk the nonsense and the trash to be platformed and pushed to the forefront. Because the reality of it, with that rock star stuff, them old heads, they never stop making money. They still sell out shows.
I'm gonna tell you why, right? I'm gonna tell you why it's a young man game, right? Because most of the rap that they are pushing right now is an ignorant, destructive form of fucking music, right?
I literally just
And
said that. That's why they're pushed.
And you, as a 40-year-old man, is not listening to that type of shit. You have a whole
I'm not
fucking
listening
family.
to it for entertainment. No, I won't listen to it for entertainment, but I will analyze it and see what's going on right now. Yes, I do. I do it to stay up with the times and
When
what's
last
going
time you
on.
listened to some NBA Youngboy? Name a song and say some words right after.
Listen, I was listening to him on a feature, and the feature was the Migos, and the song was what do you say? I better go out in the jungle. I better come out with a mink. That the hotel lobby joint where he on that joint. And NBA Youngboy on that joint, he killed the fucking verse. He killed it.
What'd he say?
All I'm gonna end it when he said he's like I'm not even gonna say it because it's so vulgar. But all I know is yes, I listen to it.
You won't say it because it's so vulgar. Why?
It's a vulgar lyric. Yes, it's an outland.
Why won't you say it though? Because if I ask you to recite some Nas, which you always like to do, you have
I can
no
recite,
problem saying that.
and I can recite Nas lyrics that are vulgar. Nas has vulgar lyrics as well.
Nas
yes, he
does
does
have vulgar lyrics. I'm not saying that he doesn't, but what I'm saying to you is though, your generation is Nas. My generation is with you. It's Nas as well. We are not looking at our album
bro.
every
Nah,
day.
I don't ascribe to what you're saying. I don't agree. We can agree to disagree with that because, like I just said, yes, I love Nas because of the era I came up in, but that doesn't take away the fact that I can't listen to the younger music and see who's spitting and see who not, bro. It don't work that way for me. I personally, I do not move that way. I don't listen to certain music because I'm not living that particular lifestyle. I could tell you right now, if I wasn't married with children and I was living a certain way, that music would more than likely still be the theme to my lifestyle. And that's real shit.
I actually agree with both of y'all. And this was funny. I agree with what you're saying as a sentiment, champion mode, but the reality to me, I agree with Space that music is a young man game. It ain't just rap. They not looking, no label is going out looking for a 40, 50, 60-year-old artist saying, oh, you got talent, let's sign you. No, they're looking for the younger artists that can sell to the younger people. Uh, Obviously, the people outside in the club, the people outside in the bar, the people in colleges, the people going to concerts. It's not that you won't go to a concert, but it's more young people going and spending that money at them concerts. That's who they try to sell it to. That's who they try to influence more. So it's not
See,
that, oh, it's for young people, so anybody over 30, this ain't for you. It's that the numbers say if we market this towards young people, we're going to bring in more money. So that's
and I'm
why I
going
say
to,
it's for you.
and that's why they market the music they market. That is the reason that the powers that be market the. It's not just for the money. It's also for the younger crowd. Is going to be the younger ones are going to be saying the most crazier shit. To whereas though the older ones are going to be get your life together, get your life the fuck together. I.e., Jay-Z talking about marriage. I.e., Nas talking about his daughter. But here you have a rapper like the guy, Corday. I keep going back to him because I just listened to a song where he's talking about, it says, I think the name of the song is called Family Matters. And he goes in talking about family issues within his own family, like on some mature grown man type time.
Corday super dope. I'm
Hold
I'm
on,
I'm a
hold on,
So,
hold
fan.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. But when we
I
was
might gotta
growing
listen
up,
to
we're
him.
not gonna act like we didn't have trap rappers, drill rappers, and rappers that talk and rap and conscious rappers. So don't just sit up here and say Corday like you looking at him like, oh, well, this is the guy that I will go see because this is the guy that's still rapping for a person like
I'm
me.
using them as an example of the young, of everybody saying that the younger crowd, you're going to get a particular thing from that crowd.
And we had to the same thing when we was growing up. There is a conscious rapper in every rap
He's not
generation.
conscious though. He's not conscious. He's just an MC. I hate that. I don't split him up because the record labels did that. He's just a rapper, like everybody else. He's just a fucking rapper.
The
He-
He
record
just not
labels ain't do
gangster.
that.
He just
We
not
do that
rapping gangster.
ourselves.
He's
But
actually talking about something.
everybody rapping gangsters not gangster. That's the crazy part about it. That's the crazy part about it. What brings me to the next point, right? Nip did all that. Nip did all that. I got respect in 100 hoods only just to be killed by a nigga from his set. Mo 3 did all that riffing on that track. And I love Mo 3. I love his harmonizing. I love some of his lyrics. I love Mo 3, right? He did
He got good
all
music.
that. He did all that crazy nonsense on them tracks only to be off by one of his homeboys, his best friends.
Okay.
Like,
I'm not going to accuse anybody of doing anything when I wasn't there. Now that's
well,
what
they
got
both
me
just
in.
got booked
Oh,
for
yeah,
it.
he
They
just got
both
locked
they
up.
both just got locked up for it. But
had
niggas, hold on.
out
The crazy
guilty.
part about it,
So I'm
the
not
crazy
gonna
part about
accuse
it,
that
we
man
didn't
doing
even
so.
we didn't even have to, us as consumers of the music, being from where we're from, we didn't even have to, we knew already. We already knew. We already knew the envy, the jealousy, the hate that was going behind them niggas off in that nigga. Because never one of them niggas career took off. Talking about Yellow Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy. Never one of them.
I mean,
Yellow
Yellow
Beezy,
Beezy. Oh, Yellow
he
Beezy got
had
some
a
motion.
couple.
That's not
He
accurate.
had a couple tracks, bro. You not gonna tell me his music is touching Mo 3 shit? Tell me it
I
is.
mean, but his bump is selling where he from. It's just like
Y'all
Slim
not
said.
listening to me. Their numbers are not identical. You can go on YouTube and look. You can go
I'm
on
not
YouTube
saying
and just
it
look at the
is.
records.
I'm not saying it is. But you're saying that he had no motion.
He ain't
It's
getting no
not
motion
true.
after that boy died. When name a track that came out that was bigger than that On Me or the one where you like keep it on me, like just name a track after those two tracks,
I
and they
mean,
came out with
you asking the wrong person. I'm not the biggest Yellow Beezy fan,
me.
but I can
That's the
I
point
can
I'm
see
trying
that.
to make.
But I can see he got motion just because
No,
Travis
that's
Scott
the
got motion. Travis
no.
Scott
Y'all not
balling.
listening
I
to
don't
what
listen
I'm.
to none of that shit.
Y'all
But I
not
can't
listening
name
to
a
what I'm.
Slim Thug
I
song, but I know he got motion.
we talk about hip hop and music right now, y'all. We talking about, or like perfect example, Kendrick Lamar is like 35 years old, but he was the #1 hip hop artist this year. I don't think that's young. I don't think that's young.
I mean, that's not young in a young man's game. No,
Now that's the point I'm trying to make. Drake, who had a horrible year this year, right? But still putting up numbers, was still doing his little numbers, his little bullshit numbers. He ain't young. He is
But
well off in his.
Hold on. Kendrick Lamar been rapping for what, over 15 years? He's been
See
in
what
the
I'm
industry
saying
over
now,
15
but
years.
that makes it cool. We're talking about age, though.
Hold on. Two Chainz, Jay-Z, all these guys started getting a lot of success in their late 30s. 2 Chainz, I think, was what, damn near 40?
Bro.
Because remember he was Titty Boy at first.
To be fair, Jay-Z was damn near 30 when he dropped his first album.
That's what I was about to say. Don't do this, Space. Don't do this, because
came in the
DMX
game.
was.
I mean,
Come on,
I don't know nobody
we're not
came
doing
in
this,
older
y'all.
than Jay.
We're not doing this.
2 Chainz was in his 30s.
The thing is this. Max said earlier, they came in the game young. They're getting their recognition now. Right?
Nas was in his teens. Nas was in his teens.
Let me finish. They came in the game young. They're getting their recognition now.
on.
Let a 42-year-old man say he want to start rapping. Then I bet you they won't sign his ass. You know what they gonna do?
Depends on his content and the way the music sound.
Or the UPS.
It depends on the content and the way the music sound. I can guarantee you.
Okay, the content is correct. But when you talking about the rap music that we grew up listening to, he's not going to fucking make it.
I will also add, it's more likely that the label can have that 18, 17-year-old sign a contract that the label like more than that 42-year-old
More than
man.
that 40-year-old, yeah.
So
I'll agree with that because they can mold,
but it don't happen.
But they can mold that 16 or 17-year-old. They can control him more than they can a 42-year-old. You got to also look at that too.
That's why they're signing more.
All right, but they won't deny a 42-year-old if that 42-year-old has an undeniable talent.
There's 40-year-old rappers out here getting denied.
Hold on. Well, why we ain't never heard of him? You name me a 42-year-old rapper that just started rapping and they signed his ass.
He probably behind the scenes writing for Drake.
Yeah, he ain't frontline.
I mean, it's hard to establish that in this game. What, that bar I just said? Yeah, fuck Drake, bro. I hate Drake.
I
don't like
hear it
that
in your
nigga
voice.
for shit.
The first time you said his name, I heard it. Yeah, he had a bad year. He got his little bullshit number.
Why don't you like Drake?
Yeah, I was about to say, what is it about Drake Harvey that you don't
He
like?
has a few songs that
You know the answer?
He's not. They marketed that boy to everybody. And first and foremost, you got people writing for the nigga. Like, listen, I give respect where respect is due. I started to like him until that.
Hold on. This is what I don't like. This is what I don't like.
You cut me off. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go in. I can go in on detail.
Everybody at some point.
My wife is from Canada. And Drake is one of her favorite artists, bro.
Okay.
We go on road trips, and I've listened to hours of Drake.
But everybody at some point has somebody write something for them. Like, we're not.
No, you're a liar. No. What you talking about? A chorus? If you're talking about a chorus, that's different. We're not talking about chorus. But as far as lyrics and bars, no, not none of my faves.
The funny thing about
not none of my faves, not DMX, not Jadakiss, not Nas, not none of them. No.
The funny thing about
niggas take pride in that. That was the back of hip hop. That was the reason why it was so competitive. It's because niggas took pride in their lyrics, bro. We not doing this, bro.
What you saying is factual.
How many songs somebody wrote for Drake?
I don't know, and I don't care. Somebody wrote for him, bro, and they didn't write a chorus.
Okay, somebody wrote for Lil Wayne. Somebody wrote for Snoop.
Drake.
Somebody wrote
for bro.
Come on, man. Like,
make it make sense. Little Wayne was 14. Little Wayne was 14. Little Wayne was 14 years old. Little Wayne.
How old was
nobody wrote for him on the Carter 2. Don't you lie. That was his first. Who wrote for him on the Carter 2? Who wrote for him on the Carter 2? Who wrote for him on the Carter 2? Tell me. What song?
Gilly wrote. Somebody wrote.
What song?
For it. That's one of my favorite songs.
Okay, so on the back of the CD, why does it say Dwayne Carter?
Say that, G. Ain't nobody write that song.
Yeah, why does it say Dwayne Carter?
All right.
I had the CD.
I mean, people
I had the CD.
Writing a lot.
I had the CD. I know, bro. The Carter 2, I noticed specifically. The Carter 2 is when he started showcasing who he was, bro. Ain't nobody right for him on that album.
Okay. So, at all. Nobody wrote for him at all.
I had the CD. No.
I'm actually nobody ever wrote for Lil Wayne.
Yes, when he was a young boy. Yes.
So okay. All right.
Not when he became when he started saying I'm the best rapper alive. That was all him. That was all him.
Drake. Why you don't like Drake? What the fuck did Drizzy do?
Drake is a no. It's none of that. None of that. I'm not one of them bulls. It's like I seen who he was a mile away. So when this Kendrick shit happened, it was all like, see, I knew he was who he was. When Mos Def came out and said he ain't hip hop, I was agreeing with him. Drake is, to me, listen, as someone who was in the burbs in his teen years, Drake is a poser to me. That's it. He's a poser. His genre, if they came out with a specific genre for Drake himself, I would not be mad at that. But don't try to put him up there and say he's a GOAT with Nas and like.
Oh, he passed him.
He passed who?
He passed Nas.
As far as what?
You can
no,
have
as far as what? Stop. As far he's passed not
on career.
Bro,
you can like his balls.
I'm not arguing
more.
with y'all.
Nas ain't
I'm
sell
not
like
arguing.
Drake.
I see if we're talking about selling, then yes, he did pass Nas.
But that's the name of the game. It's business.
Nah, bro, listen, no, that's why hip hop is in the hands of the Jewish and the white people that it is now, because they sold their culture to them. I'm not arguing with y'all. Y'all got it. I believe what I believe. Y'all believe what y'all believe. That's why we in this position, and they can control what's spit over the airwaves and what's not, because they sold and they sold their souls. Jay did it. Drake is in that condition. Nas actually rapped about how he did it. Same thing. Hold on, let me finish this. Same thing with Eminem. I sold my soul to the devil. I never get it back. If I could go back, I never would have rapped. DMX, I sold my soul to the devil, and the price was cheap. And it was cold on this level, but it's twice as deep. Nas, I got crosses on my body to protect me from the dangers in the music industry. So listen, I'm not gonna argue. I feel the way I feel about hip hop, and I'm a big fan of it.
I just want to say this: has anybody ever heard this the song "I'm Single" by Lil Wayne?
No, I don't know. I haven't.
I know it.
You know it?
Uh-huh.
You ever heard of it, Space?
Don't ruin his image of Lil Wayne.
I mean, you can't ruin it. When Jay-Z said I might send this to the mixtape Weezy, he wasn't lying. The mixtape Weezy is a big difference between Studio Wayne and mixtape Wayne. But you know, we talking.
They both get in the studio and rap. It's not like Lil Wayne sit in the car and make the mixtape.
I really do believe this is an age difference right now. What we're talking about.
Not an age difference.
It is. So you're telling me there was no merit. And I'm gonna explain the difference, but you're telling me there was no merit to Jay-Z saying I might send this to the mixtape Weezy. There was no reason why, or rhyme to his reason as to why.
It was Lil Wayne became king because of what he did with mixtapes.
With mixtapes, we know this, but y'all sitting here playing it like all this nigga studio albums was close to them mixtapes. No, they weren't.
I just want you to.
They weren't.
That people wrote for Lil Wayne.
Part 2 was.
I already admitted that. I feel like he on the Carter 1.
Not when he was a kid. Not when he was a kid.
Yes. No, not as a grown man. I don't think as a grown man. I don't.
Somebody
maybe his studio.
Somebody wrote Lollipop for him. Somebody wrote that song "I'm Single" for him. Somebody wrote a couple other songs for Lil Wayne. They might not have been hits, but they.
So you're telling me. So you're telling me. Hold up. So you're telling. But why are you? Who said Lil Wayne was their favorite? I know I didn't.
No, my point I'm saying is you talking about people, they take pride in that. How they take pride in that? Everybody had somebody write stuff.
Lil Wayne wasn't there with the greats though. Lil Wayne came up after what, 2006, 2007?
I don't care. Somebody wrote a song for it.
I don't care. He's not up there with the Locks. He's not up there with the Locks, Jay.
Time out.
And they didn't write for him
conversation. Let me get back to the main conversation.
Hold on. One thing he's not going to tell me about is the Locks, one of my favorite groups. I can tell you a song that Jadakiss wrote for Styles P and Styles P wrote for Jadakiss. That's something you're not going to tell me because I listen to them. So what you going to say about that?
I listen to them too. That's different.
They never wrote for each other.
They wrote hooks and they did.
No.
They did. They're coming from the same camp. And they go back and forth on tracks, bro. How many men could you kill? You could count all the bullets a got. How many bricks a move? You could say 20 a pop. How many niggas a ride? You could count a football field. So much money, you think I signed a football deal. So going back and forth like that on the track, they can write for each other, bro. They can write for each other, bro.
No, they can't. According to you, they can't.
If they're doing a track like that, bro.
No, they wrote songs for each other.
You got it, bro. You got it.
Listen to them.
You got it. You got it.
Listen to them.
I listen to him too. I'm a diehard Locks fan. I'm a diehard Locks fan. I listen to him too.
So
all right.
They know, so am I.
All right.
Let me ask you a question, Chairman Mo, because you can't.
And they're not talking about writing whole songs for each other. But go ahead.
Hold on. You said Drake was a poser. He's not who he say he is.
No.
You act like that's not a lot of rap artists, though. Why are you just singling out Drake?
You just said a lot of these rappers that rap gangster not gangster. You literally just said that.
All right, bro.
You just said it.
We are kinging poserism as the king of hip hop, correct?
Nobody on this podcast said Drake was the king of hip hop. I'm just personally asking.
Listen.
Why you single him out when there's a lot of motherfuckers you can say that to about?
Give me an example of somebody else then. Then tell me somebody else besides Drake that's hot and big like Drake and everybody on his nuts. Give me somebody else.
That's what it is. That's what it really is.
Give me somebody else. Give me somebody else.
Because he the most successful of the fake people. Now he the only one getting called fake.
No, it's not about his success. I don't like Ross neither, though, bro. I don't like Ross neither. I've never felt Ross from day one. I felt like 50 felt about Ross from day one. Any of my niggas will ask. You can ask any of my niggas. I've always had this stance about Rick Ross. And Maybach Music with Drake on it, that track they did, Aston Martin music, that's a good track. I like that track. But I hate them two Negroes. They are the fakest posing Negroes ever. Now name somebody else. Name somebody else.
Hold on, let me ask you
I think Jay-Z is a snake. I think Jay-Z is a snake. I've always maintained that. He's a snake.
Damn, who respectable? I ain't got no more names to bring up.
I want to ask you this question.
I respect Hove Hustle, but it's coming out how snakish he was. Everybody coming out that the whole thing with DMX and how he tried to stop. Man, Hove been a snake from day one. I used to call it back then. Then I started liking him when the Black Album came out. And I've had all the albums growing. I grew with Jay-Z. I'm telling you, I'm being honest. But I've always been a Rough Rider Nas fan. That's always been me. But I always had a Jigga album. So fast forward to that, when the Black Album came out, it was like, I really like that Black Album. I really like the one he did to American Gangster. That one, American Gangster's really good. The Black Album, the one with Renegade, Blueprint,
Excuse me.
Reasonable Doubt, Life and Times of Sean Carter, Volume 2, the one with Money Cash Holes. Like he has Jones that I love. But at the same time, everything that came out about Jay behind the scenes is really who Jay is. Jay a snake. And he been a snake.
Let me ask you this question then, right? Because you said you don't like posers, right? So how did you feel about Ice Cube back in the day?
I wasn't an Ice Cube fan. Like I was more of a fan of his. But Eazy wasn't a poser.
Was no poser.
He was really trapping.
Eazy was no poser.
Yeah. He wasn't a poser.
He ain't write that shit. Ice Cube wrote that shit.
But he wasn't a rapper. But he wasn't a rapper, and he said that. He admitted it. He never said he wasn't anything.
So hold on. So how can people consider him one of the greatest, even though you don't hear him like a top 5?
Because he was authentic. He was authentic.
He didn't write it.
He said he didn't write it.
Ice Cube wrote it.
He didn't pretend to write it.
So how?
It's called being authentic and not fake, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Your problem is that you rapping about a life that you don't live, right?
No, listen, bro. Standing on the corner straight slanging rocks. Oh, here comes some mother. That's what somebody wrote for him. That was his lifestyle. That somebody wrote for him. And he literally said out his mouth, he did not write that. So when it came out, we knew he didn't. It wasn't him. We knew that. It wasn't he this, that, and the third. We knew he did not write those lyrics. He was being true to who he was. Versus you putting something out like you wrote it, pretending that it's your shit. It's a big difference of authenticity there, bro. One is pretending to be something he is not, towards though the other one is like, yes, this is my life, but I didn't write this. You don't see the difference there?
He didn't take hip hop serious because he ain't write it.
Let me ask y'all a question.
He funded the whole program, though. He funded the whole program. So he not taking it serious. He the reason they getting studio time. His money.
Yeah,
Let
but
me
what
ask y'all a
happened when
question
Ice
real
Cube
quick.
left?
Man, fuck Ice Cube ain't evil. Let me ask y'all a question real quick. No disrespect. We want to kind of change pace right here. How much do you blame the music today for the state of the culture and the community?
I'm not gonna blame the music no more. I feel like the culture itself has impeded its way into the music. That's what I feel. I feel
I
like
agree with you 100%.
the negative part of the culture is now being displayed in the music. So the whole thing with Nip, the whole thing with Yellow Beezy, the whole thing with that other dude up in New York, I forget his name, young boy that just got convicted. He beat the murder charge, but they got him for racketeering. Ace Boogie, A Boogie or whatever. Julio Fulio, the dude, young boy that got murked down in Florida. Then you got the other bull, King Von got his head blown off by his mans. Like all that shit, Big Lil Durk, all of it, all that is the culture itself playing its way out into the music. The destructive urban culture of the streets of America is playing its way out in the music. That's my opinion on that. I think the culture influences the music.
Boy, I can't say it no better myself. I'm with you 100%. What about you, Chi? What you think?
You really sit up here and says you think the hood culture influenced the rap music?
Yep.
Yeah.
I could prove that too. LL Cool J was dressing like a drug dealer back in the day. That wasn't his look. Run DMC and them, they were dressing like drug dealers back in the day. That wasn't their look.
So you telling me that the hood is the reason for this drill music and all of that type of stuff?
100%.
Yeah. The funny thing about drill music, because it started in Chicago, the funny thing about drill music, they was drilling in Chicago before the music came out. Why do you think they started drilling when they started making the music? No, the music resembled what Chicago looked like.
It resembled the culture. That's it.
Let me get this question right. Y'all, you just asked, dude, how much rap influences the hood?
I mean, the community and the culture. How much do the music influence
How much does the music influence the culture? And I personally said it's reversed.
How much does rap influence the community is different because rap has become our culture. So this is what I would say. To me, rap music is like that badass kid that you don't want your child hanging with. It's not the reason that it's initially doing it, but it is the reason that it enhances whatever this kid is fucking doing is bad. And the reason I say this is because, right, I'll take myself for example. When I was a kid, one of my favorite artists was a man in Atlanta, right? Called himself The King. Y'all can put two and two together. I'm not going to disclose anything that I was doing or anything like that, but I do know certain things. One day, right, I think I was in the neighborhood and everything like that, right? And something happened between me and somebody else, right? Dude was a lot bigger than me and everything like that, right? I was a small nigga at the time, right? But I knew for sure that this had to go down in any way, form, or fashion. And I can remember a song played in my head to initially make me initiate a fight. And the lyrics was the song was, fearing in the heart of me, I learned just do it. You get courage from your fears right after you go through it. I stole off on the motherfucker, right? Why did I do that? Was it because I initially wanted to do that? Or is it because the lyrics of a song that I fucking heard influenced me to say, all right, you take the first step. Number two, I know y'all remember it was a long time ago, so y'all might want to get in y'all time machine and go back to that motherfucker. It was a song by a man from St. Louis, a group from St. Louis. It started off like, give me 2 pairs. Y'all remember that? When y'all motherfuckers went around here wearing Air Force fucking ones?
Yeah.
That wasn't an influence? Y'all remember that one, right? It was another song. Right?
Hold on, Spade. We've been wearing Air Force, and Nelly just saying it and wanted to put it in the song.
Let them tell us that's what happened, right? Let them tell us what happened, right? Another thing, y'all talk about Chicago. Y'all talk about the drill music and everything, right? We're from the East Coast. We wasn't talking about no drills and no fucking thoughts. What happened? The motherfucker started saying that shit and made his way to us. And we start saying it. Am I right?
Not just us.
Stop me when I start lying. Please.
Yeah, because I'm about to give you something different.
I'm
about to give you something different. So when the projects made War Ready, when they made War Ready, that was they weren't and I don't think that was influenced by fucking Chicago. Them niggas was just doing what they was doing. That wasn't influenced by Chicago. Them niggas was just doing what they was doing. They made a couple of tracks that was not influenced by Chicago. Them niggas was just doing what they was doing. So I don't agree. It was some East Coast Chester shit. That's what it was. And them niggas was doing what they was doing.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It was 3 different points you made. So I'm trying to remember more. I know the first point, that fight. I know about that fight. I remember. I hopped in my time machine. You ain't never been pussy. You stood on business and you fought. Tip ain't the reason that you stood on business and fought. You was gonna fight anyway. That wasn't your only fight. That wasn't your first fight. That wasn't your last fight. I ain't trying to hear you blame rap music because you ain't pussy and you fight. The Chicago shit. You saying the slang terminology came from Chicago to the East Coast because of the music. But guess what was already happening on the East Coast?
Thank you, my friend.
Niggas was shooting, fighting, and selling dope. Niggas ain't start that shit because they rapped about it in Chicago. Niggas started talking like them because they was doing the same shit.
That's it.
And the Air Forces, the funny thing about the Air Forces, right? Because I heard an interview from one of those niggas from the St. Lunatics, no disrespect to him, because I can't remember his name.
They did not influence niggas to wear forces, neither.
Yeah, he said in St. Louis, niggas was wearing forces, and they made a song about it. In Detroit, they rap about wearing buffs. They been wearing buffs in Detroit. They didn't start wearing buffs because the nigga made a song.
What about when Freeway and Mac and them was wearing the OPP coats and the Jabot jeans? I mean, I think Cash Money was talking Jabot too, but they started wearing the Jabot jeans in Philly and the OPP coats. What about that? We influenced the culture to do that.
Hold on. Did I sit up here and say that rap music created the conditions that we live in the hood? I said rap music influences it to go to another level.
No, so I think the culture.
I'm gonna stay with Mac. You sit up here and said niggas been wearing Air Forces in St. Louis. Was niggas been wearing Air Forces at the rate they was wearing them in PA?
Yes, I could attest it.
They wasn't.
Bro, can I say something? Bro, I watch niggas rob the bootery. Bro, I watch niggas. First and foremost, yo, can I speak?
Go ahead.
Can I speak? Yes, niggas was wearing forces at that rate before that nigga made that song. Yes, they were. Yes,
niggas was wearing Jordans. Stop it.
They was wearing if they didn't have Jordans, they had forces.
First of all, I remember niggas used to get the forces from over town. Niggas used to burn on the cinder blocks.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't gonna say like niggas ain't wear forces.
Yeah, and if you didn't have the one, hold on.
Yeah, if that was the case, when the Forces song came out and got cool, they wasn't burning on niggas no more, was it?
Yes, they were. They were. Because if your shit folded up like this, the moment your shit got wrinkles in them, it was a wrap. It was a wrap.
Yo, nigga said me one day.
It was a wrap.
Nigga,
I was 16. Hold on. I was 16 years old. I was 16 years old. Hold on. Let me say something. No, actually, I was 14 going on 15, buying a pair of Forces to go to Georgia because I wanted to be fresh down there. And this was before St. Louis came out with a song. Nigga, I remember that's all we was on when I was running around at like 15, 16 years old. That Lunatic song didn't come out till I was 17, 18, 2002.
Let me ask y'all this question.
You're not about to tell me. In 2000, niggas was on Forces.
I want to let y'all know. I was there too. But let me ask y'all this question, right?
So you telling me, hold on, you telling me your brother didn't have Forces with that Genie set on Darcel body?
Can I talk?
When he was in 8th grade.
Give me my chance. Let me ask y'all a question, right? How many niggas y'all seen put a brown patch in their head till Wiz Khalifa came out? How many niggas y'all seen wearing them white, them 50 cent white beaters?
I'm about to snap. I'm about to snap. Yep, I'm about to say it. I'm about to say it.
If you say you say it, I'm getting off. If you say you say that, I'm getting off. I promise you I am. I'm getting off if you say you say that.
Y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand something. I'm older than y'all. I lived with my aunt's husband, right? He's a Kappa. He was in college. It was 92, and he used to listen to that motherfucking song by Kwame. Only you can make me do the things that you know what I'm talking about? Y'all know the song I'm talking about.
We
All right.
Finish.
If y'all look at that video, that nigga got a Gumby cut with the brown patch in his head, bro. My uncle, 92, not to like 94, was running around like that. So I'm just saying.
So he was influenced by that.
I'm saying the style, yeah. It was an 80s look.
Hold on. This was funny
so
about your argument.
Does have an influence.
No. Nobody said it don't. This was funny about your argument. You and
Why
Chief,
y'all arguing then?
I'm explaining to you now. Both of y'all two, said that the music influences the hood to be the way the hood is. We said
No,
the
the
hood
culture
influences
influences the
to
music.
talk about it. Don't tell me
The
that the music
culture
have influence.
actually
I know that.
influences it. The culture fuels it. I believe that now. I used to see it from your perspective. I promise you, I really used to see it from that. Over the last couple of years, I've realized the culture actually influences the music more so. Now, I will say this. I believe the executives that run the music industry who don't look like us, I do believe that there is a profitable reason as to why they want the younger generations to push the bang bang shoot 'em up type time. I believe that's true too. I will say that, and I will say that there are younger crowds who look at that and say, "I don't give a f. I'm selling dope. I'm living this lifestyle. I'm gonna go get this money that way." And they don't have no morals.
Because y'all keep saying that we're saying the music influenced the culture.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not saying that.
Is a genre, right? It's a genre, right?
Yep.
Subcategory. No. Culture is the overall spectrum.
Everything. The dress, everything.
Hip-hop is a subcategory of that. The subcategory of hip-hop is rap. Rap is a part of the fucking culture. What we are saying is rap influences the community. And what I mean by the community, anybody 25 and under that listens to rap music daily is probably influenced in a different type of way than a person that's in their 30s plus. So when you take these kids and they have a fatherless fucking home and they listen to about shoot them up, do this, do that, nobody's saying it initiated it. What I'm saying is it's not beneficial for them. So when you
I agree with that.
I agree with that. I agree that it's not beneficial.
So what is the argument about that?
Hold up, Chief. Because y'all said we was crazy when we said the community is why the rappers talk about what they talk about.
Yeah,
y'all
the
disagree
experience
with
in
us.
the hood.
Nobody said that.
No,
Where
because
y'all getting this from?
Hold on. Can I say something? Because you brought up a great point when you said Ice Cube. You brought up a great point when you said Ice Cube, and I'm about to use Cube as an example, right? Because I feel like my life is more close to Cube than it is. Like I've done and experienced things, right? But I was always on the front lines to see some shit. I seen a guy get put in the trunk, right? I seen a guy get his life took, right? So I can rap about that. I can rap about my experience, right? And that will come off as if I've actually lived it, but I can rap it as if I can rap it in a way to where as though it's educational and it doesn't have to be, yo, this is this shit glorifying it more so. You don't have to rap it and glorify it, but you can rap it and make it educational. But being the fact that it's rap music in itself is going to come off kind of arrogant, I guess, right? Right? That's real talk. Like, but here's the crazy part about it. When I was in high school, and I got to say this, a lot of like I would listen to Nas, a lot of niggas would be like, yo, what the fuck Nas talking about? I got that more than I got, yo, that new Nas is hot. It was I could count on my hand the amount of people who listened to Nas with me and like connected with me on that level versus the amount of people that were more so wanted to hear Jigga, wanted to hear other shit. They didn't want to hear somebody talking about life is what you make it, nigga. Like, they didn't want to hear that. They didn't want to hear Fake Thug, No Love, You Get the Slug Go. Like, they didn't want to hear If I Ruled the World and shit. None of that. My cousin, he would always ask me, yo, cuz, what the hell Nas be talking about? I just think back and it makes me laugh, bro. It really does.
Let me ask y'all a question right now, right? All this hardcore gangster rap music and shit like that, right? If y'all children had a bunch of this on their iPod, on their phone and everything like that, would y'all take it off?
I wouldn't let her get it on her. No, I'm monitoring mine. What do you mean? The same reason I won't let her look at certain violence or serial killing or like lustful scenes. Like, it's the same reason. Why would I let her listen to that vulgarity? Why would I let her listen?
Because you can admit that it's a problem.
100%. Hold on. I never said it wasn't a problem. I never said it wasn't a problem.
It was just there.
No, hold on. I never said it wasn't a problem. And I'm going to go forward and finish my statement and say that, no, I would not let her listen to that vulgarity or like, why would I let her listen to Lotto, Nicki Minaj, like even to go back, Little Kim, Foxy Brown? Like, what was they saying that was beneficial that's beneficial to her ears? What are they saying? Any of them?
What are these rappers that talk about children? What are they saying beneficial to these teenagers?
I agree. I am agreeing with you. But these teenagers, hold on. It's teenagers that's making the music, though.
And who are they getting influenced by? Hold on, but who are they getting influenced by?
Are you serious?
Their fucking community, nigga. What did you fucking get? They ain't come from
They're
the
out there
suburbs.
doing it, bro. They're rapping about what they're doing. That's y'all not looking at that neither. Y'all not acknowledging that neither.
Yeah, that's the annoying part about this conversation, that y'all choosing to ignore the fact that a lot of this shit going on is going on in their communities, and then these young people rapping about that shit and getting paid off of talking about that shit in the music. They didn't tell the community, yo, go do what I'm talking about. They said this is what happened in the fucking community.
Yeah.
Like, yo, no, I want to let my kids listen to it. I want my kids to listen to it. But you know why? Because drug dealers make drug dealer music for drug dealers to listen to. If my kids ain't selling drugs, why you the one listening?
Yeah.
Niggas so dope and they listen to Jeezy when I was a kid.
Yep. I was in the car with them driving a 4-block radius and they were selling dope.
Hold on. Because y'all just both said y'all wouldn't, hold on. Y'all just both said y'all wouldn't let your kids listen to this music, right?
No.
So let me ask y'all a question. What are y'all arguing here? Are y'all arguing that rap is nothing but a reflection of the community and you shouldn't be mad at rappers? What are y'all arguing?
No, I made a statement that rap is a reflection of the community. It's not what's making the community what it is. The community is what it is, and it comes out in the music. This is what I said. Somebody said it. It was me. That's my whole statement, and I was disagreeing with. The only argument is Nick trying to tell me that no, the music influences the community. The gangster came before gangster rap. The driller came before drill music.
Saying. The
trapper came before trap music. If you want to change the music, you got to change the fucking community.
Yep.
Because as long as somebody can relate to it, somebody's going to buy it and listen to it. So therefore, it can sell. It has a place on the market.
I call it, you know what I've started to call it? It's trauma music, bro. It's trauma music. And motherfuckers, humans like trauma. They're drawn to it. Some people like to watch other people trauma. Yeah, they get off to it.
But this is what we're saying. Nobody's sitting here saying that the rap music invented crime in the community. What we're saying is it's not beneficial to the community.
And we both said we agree with that.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
we're
definitely
saying.
agree with that.
I
My point is it only exists because of the community. That was the
Yeah,
whole point.
that's literally what we're saying.
And then I asked Chi his opinion, and he said, "So you telling me?" Repeated it. Said, "No, you go ahead, Space." That's all like a disagreement to me.
hold on. Because it seemed like we all come to an agreement, right? We all came to Jesus moment. All right, cool. Now let me ask you a question, Mac. What do we need to do to change the black community?
Oh, I think it's so much damage been done. Change for what? I don't think the community as a whole is united in a long-term goal. So what you mean change? There's some people that don't ever want the drugs to get out the hood. There's some
To be
people who don't want the
honest,
drugs there. I think at some point you gotta split the community and then build groups of people that see this like this is what I'm looking for. I'm gonna build that here. That's
I want
what I think.
Hold on, Champion Mo. Hold on, Champion Mo. Che, I'm gonna get Chi in here because he ain't talk that much. Che, how about you?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I I
I
I
love it.
I I really don't know. I'm kind of so well with Max saying that it's kind of too late. Um, I don't want to say it's too. I don't want to be long with. I don't want to say it's too late. But in order to change something, that people gotta want to change, and I don't think people in the hood want to change because they so accustomed, and they make it look. It's like us as black people made poverty in the inner city look cool, so we want to stick to it. We want to stick to it, and they don't want to change because they're comfortable. And it's sad that they think like that, but I they can't change because they don't want to change.
Champion Mo.
So it's such a loaded question, and there's so many layers to the onion. Um, if there was to be change, we will only see the beginning in our lifetime. It would take generations for it to change because it's been bred generationally to where it's at now. Um, and it might take one or two. I don't know how many generations it would take, but I know what it is now. That's generationally built. Um, I will say this too, though. Uh, as I get to experience life more, man, culturally as
I just
human
want to say something about that.
beings, culturally as human beings, we're really not no different, man. Like all cultures. I don't even believe in race. I believe race is a myth that is a construct made up by humans to divide each other or the masses or the people at the top to divide. But I do believe there's cultural difference. There's what's the ethnic differences and things like that, right? And people beliefs that are different. But overall I tend to see the same problems in every culture. Crime, some cultures do things a lot more than others. Um coming up, I don't know too many of my female cousins that were essayed, if you get what I'm saying, but I know it exists in the black community. You know what I mean? But we tend to see it in other cultures a lot more than I have in my own. I will say that. But the atrocities that are being committed now in today's time with the digital age and like the sex trade thing, that's like one of the biggest things on the up and coming. And they're just snatching women. It don't matter your culture, ethnic background. If you're young enough and tender enough, they're snatching them. So like overall, as we had this conversation about us, yes, as a cultural group, we are down bad in this country, and it is, I believe, built that way on purpose. But I do tend to see the bigger picture and as a whole, because I'm a lot around a lot of Asians out here where I'm at, and some of the shit I see, bro, I'm like, it's wild out here. Like third world countries, that SA trade, that's a normal.
Hold on, cuz we gotta let Chi get in. 'Cause we ain't got that
Let me
long.
just finish this last statement.
All right.
That's a normal thing. To whereas though over here, nigga, I'm going out for mine as well as I know y'all are too. So it's deep, bro. It's deep when I think
Yeah,
about
Chi.
that question.
I want to say something quick about what you said, Chant. It is a lot of it's a lot of crime in other cultures or race. I'm gonna say race. It's a lot of crime in other races. There's a lot of crime, murders, everything that you just named. But if we're going to stick to us, we're the race in the community that can't afford to do anything no other races do because we're so low and because we're so at the bottom. One thing and I thought about it. One thing I will say that can fix it is they got to fix their household. I feel like I don't know if y'all agree with me. I was thinking about this earlier. I don't think a lot of black people, like especially coming to where we come from, I don't think a lot of them really experience true love from their parents. I feel like their parents dealt with them because they're their parents. A lot of people that we know come from broken homes. Father's not around. If it is a two-parent household, 9 times out of 10 or 8 out of 10, they are gonna fight, and the dad's a joint. He come home beating the mom and all that. So we don't a lot of us don't experience true love from our parents. So I feel like that's something we got to fix right then and there. These parents, these mothers have to pick better fathers, and these fathers have to stop sleeping with all these women making all these babies. Like it's a lot that can happen, but I feel like the first thing we need to do is we need to fix the household.
I'm gonna
So
say
can I
this
say
right,
to
and
that though, Chi? That's what I was saying when I said this generational though, bro. That started a few generations ago because it wasn't like that pre the 70s or that when they passed the civil rights era, bill and the welfare thing started. It wasn't like that pre that. They were married, and I want to say this. This is my last statement. This space you can go. It is it is a proven statistical fact towards though they've done the numbers, and when you have a married black mother and a married black father, the poverty rate for the success rate for that child, it like it's in we're at the like we're at the highest when it comes to staying together and properly loving on our children. If you're going to look at it from that perspective, so it works, but there is a push to keep so many people not there mentally. It's generational, bro. I'm telling you, everything you just named that those are generational. That it was learned behavior somewhere, normalized dysfunction. But go ahead, cuz.
I'm gonna say this right because I thought about this, and of course I was at a conundrum, right? Because I was thinking, is it the finances? Is it the community? Is it the unity? Is
It's
it
the
the
trauma. It's the
yeah? Is
generational
it
trauma.
it's a lot of things, and I was thinking to myself like, well, what is it? And I always start with the first thing. It's the love, like you said, Che. It's the love. It's the love for ourselves that we are lacking. A lot of us have, a lot of us as black men, and I'll say, but as black men overall, we're loved under conditions. And what is them conditions? That you could provide something to your family, to the community, to wherever. And then you look at the women and the men. We have lost respect for one another. I don't care how nobody tries to cut it. Women call themselves bitches and hoes. We call them bitches and hoes. We call ourselves real niggas. And we live up to that definition
But see, I
a
believe
lot of
it's two
time.
cultures. I believe it's two cultures within
Yeah,
our
but hold on,
community.
hold on. We talking about the one
That
that's
is a
fucked up.
fact.
We talking about the one that's fucked up. We talking about, if you want to label it, we talking about niggas. And that's the
So you
thing right
consider
there, right?
yourself a nigga and not a black man?
I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about our community overall, where we came from.
No,
And
but
the
that's a
reason why I'm
small
saying is
percentage of our community that are
that
niggas,
is
bro.
that small percentage plays a big factor
Big
in
part
life
plays a big
I
part in
feel like
life.
I
It
heard an
do.
ER on that one.
overall.
Nah, I said niggas.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. How
You
to
you
change
made me
up,
second
right?
guess myself, Matt.
Yeah,
Damn.
how to
You
change up. And
corrected
this
it
is
if
what
I
I'm
was
saying
right.
about it, right?
It's being recorded. We can go
Hold
back
on.
and
But
look
not even
at it.
just niggas. Not even just niggas. As black people too, though. It ain't a bunch of black men coming together. We not standing up and taking back our neighborhoods like we should.
Yeah, because niggas ain't got no sexual integrity. They all
Now I'm
fucked
gonna
up
tell you,
behind the
I'm gonna
scenes. I
tell you
don't
what
give
it
a fuck
is.
what
I'm
nobody
gonna tell you what it
say.
is.
They out here
Nobody's willing
sleeping
to put their
everybody's
fucking
wife.
life on the line and go take something back.
I
That's
disagree
what
with
it
that.
is.
I disagree with that too. Because this niggas that's
How?
willing to do it, but they dolo, they don't come together. And if they do come
I
together
just
and get
said we
on
don't come together.
if they do come together and get on some time like that, right? They are looked at as the bad guys because the niggas out there doing the dumb shit people they give them an excuse because they're like, oh, they do, and I don't. I'm to the point where I ain't on no Charleston White shit. Charleston White be on some his shit is next level, boy. His shit is next level. But I understand.
Hold on, let me finish this off. And the reason why I say that is because if we just start loving ourselves, start loving the person that we are, the person that we could become, you would not want to harm anybody else because you will look at that other black person as a reflection of you. And I think we need to get to that point in life where...
Is that not generational trauma,
God
though?
damn it, Champion Mo, can I fucking talk? We about to close the fucking show. Damn, cuz. What I'm saying is it could be generational trauma. But in the same token, we have to break that. Somebody has to break it. And we have to work. We have to be intentional about breaking it. Because if we don't, then we'll pass that on to our kids and they'll pass it on to theirs. So somebody has to step up to the plate, take the bat, and swing the motherfucker. Even if you miss, attempt. Because once you attempt, you will start to see other people around you start to follow suit. And we got to get back in the household. Black men have to get back in the household. Strong black men got to get back in the household.
What are we talking about here? Black men are in their households. I know plenty of black men in their households.
At a very high rate.
What are we talking about, bro?
I'm not saying you wrong. I'm not saying you wrong because I definitely agree when you said strong black. The right black men need to get back in the household. But that stereotype came from a place of inaccuracy. I think it's like you said, it's about the right person being in the house.
I don't know what the fuck y'all motherfuckers be talking about. Cause y'all two people act like y'all ain't grow up where we grew up at. But I'm gonna let y'all have it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for turning into the You Wanna Be Real podcast. Once again, that's Mac the Magician. That's I Don't Play No Games Champion Mode. That's Chi, you get what you see. And I am a man who originally know about rules.
Oh, I got one thing I gotta say. One thing I gotta say. Yo, we enjoy bringing these conversations to y'all. We appreciate y'all tuning in, listening. Definitely jump in on comment section and join the conversation though. It's not one-sided. Never hesitate to jump in there, tell me I'm full of shit if you believe that. I might be in the comment section tell you what I think. So I definitely want to put that out there.
Yeah, and y'all think I talk too much. I don't really care. But go ahead.